Hey friends, welcome back to another episode of Guitar Talk with Todd here at Todd Beebe Music. Thank you all so much for checking in and joining me today. Please hit that subscribe button in the lower right hand corner. You know I appreciate it. Help me out. Find me on Facebook at Todd Beebe Music. Today we have another awesome guitar review. This is a 1990 Gibson Les Paul Standard from the Limited Colors edition run that they did in the early 1990s, actually in 1990. Check out, we've had two other guitars in this series on this channel. I'll put the links below. We've had the magenta, some people call it transparent purple. Doesn't really look purplish to me, but we've had magenta on this show, and we've had the blue Limited Colors that was owned by Jim Peterick from the Ides of March and Survivor on this show as well. So I'll put the links below so you can check those out. But this is what they called the transparent yellow. Check out the blue series for sure in the links below that we did. We go way more in depth about these models, but just real quick, they're 1990 models. They were put out that year, 200 in each color. There were 4 standards and 2 customs. The 2 customs were red and white, and the 4 standards were transparent yellow, which is what I'm holding, blue, magenta, and a transparent brown, which is kind of like a mocha. And again, I mentioned this in the other videos. You hear people call these all kinds of different things. Some people call them translucent yellow, transparent yellow. There's about a bunch of different colors out there. It's funny, even talking to some of the people like Gibson, they're referred to as in different terms. So I don't know if anyone actually knows the official names of these colors, but again, in 2024, when this is being recorded, these don't seem as out there or different, but put yourself back in 1990. Again, the full-on Gibson custom shop, as we know it as a standalone unit, didn't get going until 1993. So being in 1990, this was more like what would have been the custom shop at that time, even though these came out of the USA plant because there was no standalone custom shop in 1990 yet. That didn't come till 93. And at that time, these colors were pretty rare and unique. I mean, you just didn't see this kind of color. I love this one. A private owner brought this in. You can almost call it like a sunburst in a way, but it's almost orangish. And I guess transparent yellow is a good way to term it. But yeah, I don't really know what you would call this. It's definitely unique. Chrome hardware on here. Got the 2 humbucking pickups. Nashville style 2 pneumatic bridge, stop bar, tailpiece, all your traditional stuff you'd have, 2 volume, 2 tone controls with the speed knobs there. Again, traditional stuff you'd have on a typical Les Paul pickguard. 3-way toggle, rosewood fingerboard with the trapezoid inlays, and we got the Gibson logo there, silk screened Les Paul logo, and the standard, which is the font they were using in 1990 on the headstock. Just beautiful guitars. I say this all the time on this show. Those of you who check in regularly are probably sick of me saying it, but I'm going to say it again. My favorite decade is the 90s. Second favorite, I'm sorry. I would put my first decade for Gibson that I love the best from about 53 or 52 when the Les Paul first came out till about 62, but I'm going to go 63 and 64 as well, so we get the Firebird in there, which came out in 63. But that Ted McCarty era was just primo, and I think a lot of people would agree with me, the groundbreaking stuff that came out in that decade. But my second favorite decade is 90 to 2000, and I've always said my favorite year out of that decade, if I had to pick, is 1990. So give me a 1990, and it's a limited colors edition. These are just beautiful guitars. I love one of my all-time favorite Les Pauls. Any of them are from this series, this 1990 limited colors. They are just beautiful. They play fantastic. The neck feels great on these. The nice, C-shaped neck. Humbucking pickups. Nothing different or new, but again, in 1990, Gibson was trying to prove themselves. A lot of people were kind of looking down on them coming out of the Norland era. Henry J had just bought them and in 86, and they were moving into a new era and trying to prove themselves, and they certainly did. In 1990, they really just got everything on track, and from that point on, it was just like primo stuff. Yes, as we talk about on the show all the time, Henry J went a little bit off the rails there at the end of his run, and everything was robot tuners, and he was getting a little bit crazy, but got to give credit where credit is due. He is the man that was behind What I'm Holding and turning that company around, and boy, they certainly did. And the 90s are sometimes referred to as the good wood era, especially the early 90s. Some people think that's a myth. I don't. I've played plenty of them, and every one I've played from especially 90 to 95. But like I said, anything in the 90s decade you can't go wrong with. But 90 to 95, those first 5 years were just primo. These humbucking pickups with the maple top, mahogany body, just sound gorgeous. Beautiful clean tones there out of the neck pickup. And then, of course, when we go to the bridge pickup, we get your full-on rock, crunch, and bite if you want it there. Just awesome stuff. I love these guitars, and this one is in immaculate shape. It's being recorded in 2024, so this guitar is 34 years old, and I mean, it's just unbelievable. There's not any checking on this. It's just it even has a new finished smell sort of to it. Just crazy. I do know the private owner plays this quite a bit, but it's played at home. It's never gigged. It stays in the case all the time. That always kind of helps preserve the new guitar smell. If you have your guitars out, they're going to lose that pretty sooner or later. They all do. But if you keep it, shut and closed in the case, that helps out big time. But anyways, beautiful guitars. Let's check this out in the case and get a closer look at this. Here we go. Okay, so here is our case for the 1990 Gibson Les Paul Limited Colors in transparent yellow. Definitely period correct case. On this show, we have these on here all the time with the Gibson USA logo and the brown exterior. We love these cases. This is exactly what these came in. Because again, there was no custom shop in 1990, so they didn't have special cases or anything. We got this awesome, the pink interior here with the pink shroud. Like I said, we've had these on this show many times. And pull it back there, and there she is. So getting right in here, some close-up stuff. Hence the reason, I guess, I've been told that a lot of these colors were called, on the standards, especially transparent, because they are like translucent. You can see the wood grain on all these on that maple top. That just looks awesome. So again, you almost could consider this a sunburst of some kind, but it definitely has more of a yellowish or orangish tint to it. So it is a pretty unique color, and it's just awesome looking. Three-way toggle here, 2 humbuckers all in chrome, just looking awesome. One thing I do want to talk about there, if you get close up, you can see that pickup ring is cracked, which is pretty common on these. I've seen this on a ton of heritage guitars as well. And just to go right along with that, we do have a replacement Gibson pickup ring that's definitely period correct. That's from this era. We actually have both if we needed them in the case of this guitar. Just kind of cool case candy to have. You know, these are genuine Gibson parts. Keep it original, Gibson USA. So this is all original stuff, but I told the private owner I wouldn't even bother with that. It's certainly easy enough to swap out if you wanted to, but it doesn't affect playability or anything, so why bother? Nashville style 2-pneumatic bridge, stop bar tailpiece, the 4 speed knobs there, 2 volume, 2 tone, traditional Les Paul standard pick guard. Like I said, just pretty much standard stuff there except for the color. Rosewood fingerboard going up the neck here with those awesome trapezoid inlays you can never go wrong with. And all the way up here to our headstock with the Gibson Les Paul model silk screened on there, and the Gibson mother of pearl logo, and then of course the standard font on the truss rod cover, which was being used in the 1990s for sure. All right, let's flip this over, get a look at the back. Okay, so there's the back of the headstock with the Clusin style tuners right there, and the awesome Gibson limited colors edition logo that we know and love on the show. We've seen it on here like a million times, well, maybe at least twice on the on the magenta one that we had on, and the blue. And again, that logo was on the back of the headstock of all of these in this run. So if you see that, you definitely know you have one. Going down the mahogany neck there and the mahogany body. Pretty much just traditional on the backs. Again, it was just that maple top in the front that had the colors going on, but that mahogany back is pretty much traditionally what you would see on a Les Paul standard. Control cavity there for the 2 volume and 2 tone controls, and the control cavity for the 3-way toggle switch. We have the replacement there. That's definitely been replaced. That's a Schaller strap button. But again, we don't worry about that on this show because we are powered by Strap Tight. Stop dropping your guitars. Stop altering your guitars. Put in a Strap Tight and you are done. So check them out at straptight.com. All right, let's flip this over and look at the side for a second. Okay, so there's our chrome jack plate there for the output jack, and of course the other strap button there with the Schaller. And like I said, this is in fantastic shape for 34 years old. Looking at the side there, just beautiful. All right, let's get one more full case shot of this. Okay, so there it is, the 1990 Gibson Les Paul Standard Limited Colors Edition there in transparent yellow. Only 200 of these made. Just beautiful. Okay, so while we're looking at that case candy, we got the cool warranty card in here still from Gibson USA. Nothing at that time, they were still doing the 5-year warranty. Nothing is filled out on this. No reference to, you know, limited colors or anything like that. Just a straight up warranty card. We have the period correct Gibson USA owner's manual that came with all these at that time. You know, the lock description, which you'd see all the time too. This instrument meets all our quality and playability criteria. It has been carefully tested and approved by Jim. Quality assurance. We thank you for your service, Jim. That's pretty awesome. And then we have the quality, prestige, and innovation Gibson 5-year warranty. Today's price card. And only a Gibson is good enough. 5-year warranty, which is what they were doing at that time in 1990. So just cool stuff, cool case candy to have with the guitar. Okay, so let's take this for a test drive. We're going to do some clean stuff, some dirtier stuff, and turn it up, and some slide like we always do. Kind of run these humbuckers through the mill here and hear what they sound like. So check it out. Here we go. Okay, so there we have it, the 1990 limited colors edition Gibson Les Paul Standard in transparent yellow. Like I said, I love these guitars. They put out 6 models, the 4 standards, the 2 customs. They did 200 of each run, and there's always been some funny rumors about these guitars. I remember years ago, before so much information was available online, there was a rumor going around that Les Paul signed the underneath of the pick guards on all these, and this one, the 2 we've had on the show, and multiple other ones. I know we have the transparent brown is coming up on this show. We have a few more coming in, and I've played several other people have had through the years, and I've checked them all out. I've never seen Les Paul's signature on the back underneath of any of the pick guards on them, so I don't know where that rumor started, but if you hear that one out there, it's not true. But they are a unique run, and especially for that time, like I was saying earlier, these colors in 2024, they don't seem as uncommon, but in 1990, blue Les Pauls, you did not see transparent yellow. You did not see transparent brown. You didn't really see the white Les Paul custom in this run. That was not super uncommon. The red, not super uncommon either. More uncommon than the white, though. The magenta that we've had on this show, again, I'll put the links below. Check those out. That magenta run, super rare in 1990. So, but again, in 2024 with the custom shop and everything, people are like, they don't really seem like they're that rare. But again, 34 years ago, they were. We love these models. What do you guys think? Please comment below. Have you seen these? Have you played one? Do you want one? Do you own one? Did you have one and get rid of it? Like I said, we hate those stories on this show. But comment below. Let me know what you think if you have played one or you've experimented with these and played the limited colors run. They're just awesome guitars. Please hit that subscribe button in the lower right hand corner. You guys help me out. Love all my subscribers and those of you who have subscribed. Thank you so much. I love having you on board, and I appreciate you helping me spread the word here about all things guitar. We always have everything going on: guitar reviews, artist interviews, lessons, music memorabilia. Just scroll through my channel. I've got some great audio interviews. You can hear me talking with various people. Peter Frampton that I did an interview with, Don Felder, Ricky Medlock from Lynyrd Skynyrd. So check all those out below. I'm really happy to have those on this channel, and happy to have all of you with me. Please find me on Facebook at Todd Beebe Music. We will see you all again. Thank you so much. Stay safe and love your dogs. Take care.